What's that? All right. I think we're going. Yes? Yes, we are. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cuppo. I am sorry for my absentee. I have been live in the war room for the last 3 weeks, monitoring the situation, coming to you with all the facts. First and foremost, let me start out by saying I want to acknowledge our fallen and wounded warriors in this war. You gave the ultimate sacrifice, and that will not be forgotten. And we are going to make sure of that. All right, so forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, if I seem to pause a lot during this. This script has been piece by piece together over the last couple of weeks. I'm sorry if you heard that Windows notification. Fuck you, Windows. Windows, by the way, a bunch of pedophiles, but we'll get into that later. Also, sorry if I have indigestion during this. I just had a lovely bowl of tomato soup. Shout out Tomato Soup, friend of the show. All right, let's get into this. So, when a big story over the last couple of weeks was that Marine. Obviously, he was protesting the war. He thought it was bad or whatnot. I can't imagine why he believed so, but he wanted to cause a scene in a hearing and say that nobody wanted to die for Israel. First off, untrue. Lots of people want to die for Israel. Am I right? But no, people are like, he was only taken out because he said the words Israel. Not true. He was taken out because he was being disruptive of the hearing, and he could have started screaming out, oh, well, fucking North Korea runs the world. North Korea wants us to go into Iran, and North Korea does want to go into Iran. We'll get into that later, but the point is, it was a disruption. Should they have broken his arm? No. They should have just taken his arm out of the fucking thing, but hey, don't believe what you see. That within itself could have been a psyop. We're dividing the country as we can, but excuse me, I had to take a burp there. Shout out Indian Dudes on Instagram and Twitter. You guys have been popping up in my feed a lot. Armpit Nigrum. Amrit Nigrum, something like that. I don't know. His voice sounds like armpit N-word, but apparently there's lots of them. That's a very popular name in that region of, I think it originates in Pakistan. So, glory be to Pakistan. I will give my life to Pakistan. Shout out y'all that know that video. But the reason why I'm talking about Indians is because, one, Indian food is my favorite type of food. If you got some good fucking Indian food, oh man, we are in. Shout out chicken tikka masala. Shout out samosas. Shout out some lamb rogan josh. But no. I just think it's coincidental that the president of India shows up to Israel right before the war breaks out. People want to say the Jews run the world, right? But I don't think so. I think it might be our Indian brothers. And of course, Modi, he goes and breaks out. I think they went to the Holocaust Museum and he started praying to the flowers and the flame. So shout out Modi. I think he knows what he's doing. He's praying to the earth. Like, that's going to change things. I mean, I really think India's been the deep state this whole time. Have you seen the Indian space program? Have you guys seen that video? It's a fucking great video. It's all, I don't even think they had footage like when we faked the moon landing, but they certainly did. If you guys could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? What type of food would it be? I fucking love food. I'm so fucking fat. I'm pushing like 145 now, and that's a little chunky for me. I'm not gonna lie. See, I'm a short king, right? I'm about 5. I say I'm 5'8". I'm not 5'8". I'm 5'7.5". Yes, I have to add in that half because I'm a fucking chud, but so what? So what? I'm thick. I got the voluptuous curves. Um, let's talk about some orange things like carrot cake. Y'all fuck with carrot cake? I had a fucking delicious carrot cake last night from Manila's. I really enjoy carrot cake. Speaking of carrots and orange things, President Trump, he's maybe he's going full senile, or maybe he's got so many things to worry about, but remarkably, he's kept it together. Whether you love him, hate him, despise him, want to kill him, he's done a great job with this war, and what's the quote? War never changes, and America is not going to change their war policy. You see, we do war better than anybody else. War was the fundamenting business of this country. In 1776, what do you think the most profitable business in America was? Probably selling guns. That hasn't changed since. Well, maybe it hasn't. Maybe now we sell jets, rockets, technology, and intel. But you got to give the president props because he's done an amazing job at silencing the Epstein files. Remarkably, in the national news, you have not heard anything about Epstein within the last 4 or 5 weeks because we've went to war. Now, that's not saying to forget about Epstein, because obviously we don't want people fucking kids, right? But you got to give him credit. He does a good fucking job. He is the apprentice, after all. And I'm sorry, I'm looking at this ugly bitch's face that's on the TV right now, giving me the weekly report. This bitch just looks like a reptile. Speaking of reptiles, Hillary Clinton and former President Mr. Clinton testifying at Chappaqua earlier a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if anything came from it. Actually, I think I do. He was handed a manila envelope of. Is it manila? I don't know how to pronounce that fucking envelopes. All right. He was handed an envelope full of pictures, and he just started laughing and smiling, almost reminiscing of good old times. Hope you guys find no earlier photos of me. Oh, what's this? I'm getting a word that we need to go to our sponsors now and acknowledge them. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our sponsors. Jerkmate. Jerk your shit. And if you're gonna jerk your shit, you need some Chinese dick pills. Go get your Blue Chew. Go get your your Hims. Go get whatever the fuck you want. Beat your shit. Take your Chinese pills, you idiot. And our next sponsor, Comet Ping Pong Pizza. We got the pizza and the grape soda. What do you want? You want cheese pizza? You want pepperoni pizza? You want pineapple? What do you need? And our final sponsor of the show, Palantir. We see you. Back to the program. Ladies and gentlemen, I now want to shift focus. Let's go and acknowledge Senator Robert Byrd. Actually, the longest serving Democratic senator in history. Do you ladies and gentlemen, do you guys know who this man is? This man, Hillary Clinton calls her mentor. President Barack Obama gave his eulogy. Senator Robert Byrd, ladies and gentlemen, former Grand Wizard of the KKK. Can we hear it? Woo! Shwee! Democrat, by the way. But I'm a Democrat, so what can I say? So before we get into this, let me tell you, no politician is perfect. I'm far from perfect. So when I'm ruling the world later, don't come barking at me. But speaking of flaws, there's lots of them. Although shout out Barack Obama, he is making a new show with Larry David. and I fucking love Larry David. So I got you, Mr. President. I got your back. I'm not under fire for you. You're my favorite gay man. Shout out Mike. But speaking of flaws, $220 million of taxpayer money. Christy Nome, do you have the answers? Going to Christy Nome now. Oh no, I'm just a stupid bitch, Michael. I don't have any answers. Oh. Thank you, Christy. Ladies and gentlemen, $220 million. What would you do with that? I think I would buy Epstein Island. No, I wouldn't. That's a joke. But I would love to visit sometime. Some movies, in case you were curious, with that had less than a $220 million budget. Oppenheimer with $100 million. Barbie with $145 million. Rocky, shout out The Rock, shout out Stallone. Philly shout out. Rocky was $1 million, dude, and that was a fucking great movie. Both Top Guns were produced for $185 million. Forrest Gump, $55 million. Saving Private Ryan, $71 million. Good Will Hunting, shout out Robin Williams. $10 million. Dead Poet Society, $16.4 million. And even The Apprentice, Donald Trump's former show, capped their budget at $26.5 million a year. So, Christy, I simply have to ask, what the fuck did you do spending $220 million riding a horse around? I don't know, neither does anybody else. Oh, what's that? We need to acknowledge more sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, Cuppo sponsor, Common Sense. Common Sense, go and get some. Now back to the program. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And let's talk about the Grove, shall we? Do you guys know what the Grove is? The Grove, Camp Mandalay, things are going on. There's decisions being made. I recently just found out that somebody I was supporting was a member of the Grove. So take that how you... Oh, excuse me. I am being silenced. Not literally silenced. Like I said, I have indigestion. I'm fucking... Shout out my Irishman. It's St. Patrick's Day when I am actually finally getting around to record this. So shout out my Irishman. You guys know we have terrible indigestion because the British made us eat only potatoes for about fucking 100 years. So curse my Irish skin, huh? No, I'm only kidding. Shout out St. Patrick. Even though I'm not sure you... Well, I guess we kidnapped you and then you brought us to church and whatnot as a missionary years later, and there was something to do with snakes. I don't really know. Fuck the snakes. All the snakes in this world, fuck you. Let's talk about my Philadelphia Flyers, huh? Fuck you, Flyers. It's time to sell the team. You guys seriously let me down. Another letdown that we could talk about, the Trump phone. I don't know how many of you knew what the Trump phone was, but it's been like a year now since Trump announced that he was going to make Trump mobile. He was going to come out with the Trump One. And maybe I was like, hey, okay, an American-made phone, we could get behind this. It's gold, everybody loves gold, right? Am I right? But no, the Trump phone, fuck if I know when it's coming. Should we call Trump Mobile right now? I think we should. Let's call Trump Mobile. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to pull up the number right now. Trump Mobile. Let's see if we can even find their fucking phone number. Yeah.
Thank you for calling Trump Mobile. For English, press 1. Para español, oprima el número 2. Press 1 to open a new Trump Mobile account.
They even asked for if you want Espanol for my immigrants. Shout out my immigrants. Speak to a representative.
Open a new Trump Mobile account. Otherwise, press 2 for support with an existing Trump Mobile Thank you for calling Trump Mobile. Your call is very important to us. To ensure the highest level of customer care, this call may be recorded for quality control and training purposes. Please hold, and our next available representative will be with you shortly. You can also visit our website at www.trumpmobile.com.
How long is this going to take?
Or access your personal account portal.
Thank you for calling Trump Mobile. This is Ray. How can I assist you?
Hey, Ray. I am just simply wondering when the Trump mobile phones might be able to be shipped out.
Yes, sir. So we did get notification that they are for sure going to be shipping out at the end of this month, and then those notifications to customers on their specific shipments are going to be coming out at the end of this month as well.
I could get that on my email, or would you guys send me a text, or how does that work?
It'd be through email.
Okay, perfect. Lovely. You say the end of this month. Do you have an exact date if they sent you an email, or just the end of this month?
Just the end of this month. We didn't get a specific date quite yet.
Well, that sounds good. You guys picked up very quickly, and that seems to be an improvement. So I'm glad that you guys are finally getting things figured out.
Yes, sir.
Ray, thank you very much for picking up the phone. You have a nice day. I didn't need anything else.
Thank you for calling Trump Mobile.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they actually picked up pretty quickly. That was very impressive. So shout out my T1s. Am I right? Next story that I have coming to me now is 60 Minutes. Did you guys see 60 Minutes? I think 2 weeks ago now. I am a week behind. But there was a very concerning story that some members of like an American intelligence service may have purchased a quote-unquote microwave weapon from the Russian mafia. Now, multiple reasons this is concerning. One, because they openly admitted to using it twice at our own White House to clear a breach of security. Following up, they bought it from the Russian mafia, not the Russian government, keep in mind, the Russian mafia. So, who's really fucking running Russia? Am I right? This podcast was already banned once in Russia. We got unbanned, and now we're back allowed in Russia. Shout out my Russian viewers. We love you. We're still here with you. But I have to wonder, how the fuck does the Russian mafia have these weapons, and does their government? I don't know. What does our government have? It's just a little concerning. If you want more information, I'm obviously not giving you the best. You can go to 60 Minutes and figure it out yourself. Some information about the podcast personally. I want to say that season 2 is still coming. We are still focusing on this podcast. This is still my passion, still my pride. I love doing this. This not only makes you guys smile, it makes me happy, it makes me smile. And I think it's important, the things we talk about on the program. Even if some of them are dumb, we do talk about real facts, and we're trying to get more factual as this program goes along. So season 2 will be coming within the next couple of weeks. We got some big things planned, and yeah. You guys want to talk about bombing? And no, I'm not talking about the war situation. I had the fucking fattest bomb of my life last week. But I'm going to keep getting up on stage. I don't know if you guys have known this. Some of my personal friends have. I'm trying to work on my stand-up comedy. I'd like to make people laugh. I think laughter is joy. Laughter brings a lot of smiles to the world, right? And we need more of that right now. I think laughter can unify a lot of people. Maybe people disagree on politics. Maybe people disagree on things. But a lot of people, when they share a laugh, it humanizes each other. It makes us really connect to what matters. Reading through my notes. Pete Hegseth the other day gave a great interview. I actually watched it. I stayed up, or woke up early in the morning. Excuse me, once again burping. He gave a great speech. People hate on Pete Hegseth. I really don't know why. I mean, allegedly they say he's a drunk. Well, hey, I am too. So eat a fucking dick, am I right? But Eat a whole bag of them, you fucking cocksucker. So what if he has 3 fucking Tito's in his coffee mug? That motherfucker is working harder for America than anybody else. He is a true patriot. And what upsets me is that I don't think there's a lot of patriots within this country anymore. I see a concerning amount of anti-American narratives going around right now, which is really sad. Now, do you have to support the administration? Not necessarily. America gives you the right to protest. If you disagree with what's going on, you should be able to say that you disagree with what's going on. However, when this nation goes to war, you need to back this nation utmost. You need to support this nation no matter what, because our men and women are out there dying to fucking keep your ass very cushy. Do you understand? Now, oh, you're going to say, oh, Coffee's a war hawk. Oh, Coffee's this, that, and the third. He's paid. Fuck you. You need to understand that there's a lot of people in this world that want to kill us, that want to ruin our way of life. We're not going to allow that to happen. And also, yeah, people do make some fucking money with war. The world turns around on money. Am I right? Am I right? Now, let's get back to a quiet and respectful program. I didn't mean to spaz there. I'm just trying to say there's a reason why all the counties in and around D.C. are the richest in America. Maybe not anymore with Silicon Valley. You freaks that live out in the woods. Shout out y'all. I'm coming to join you. But the people that really run this fucking world, they're living in their fucking mansion in Virginia and Maryland, and they're buying up land in Maine and Canada. I mean, the fucking Chinese are buying up Canada left and right. Here's a fucking story for y'all to go and investigate, my investigators. Go and investigate why the fuck the Chinese are investing in so many road projects on the West Coast. Parallel, or no, not parallel, I guess it would be, fuck, I'm blanking on the mathematical term here. Whatever the fuck crosses. God damn it. I have fucking 22 minutes. I'm choking right now. The shit that runs connecting it. Hey Siri, what is the opposite of parallel?
Antonyms for
parallel. Fuck you. You didn't even get it. Fuck Siri. She's listening to me. That was a dude, but Siri's listening to you motherfuckers. Laugh at my idiocracy here. Please do it. This is all a joke. Quick break from the sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to shout out our sponsor, Retards. Retards, I'm one of them. Alright, I take that back. That was rude. But Pete Hegseth, I think a direct quote the other day was, "Death, fire, and fury will reign. Sculpt property." Or sculpt properly, not property. Although we do want the property and the resources in the Middle East. Don't let you be fooled. That's what this war is about. It's not about spreading freedom. We need that liquid gold, baby. That oil. Shout out oil. Shout out Diddy. Free Diddy. I really don't know if Diddy did anything wrong. I think he was just kind of maybe the next in line. You know what I'm saying? Alright, I have no more notes, so this is off top from here, ladies and gentlemen. And no, I'm not using fucking AI to write my art. You people are fucking morons. I don't trust that AI bullshit. That shot GPT. Shout out Boris Johnson. I do like Boris Johnson. He's pretty fucking funny. Him and his vegan sausage rolls. What do we got going on? I got a text coming in. What is this? I think we could play this on the program. All right. I'm glad I played that on the program. Shout out my friend that sent me that. You're now a guest on the program. I guess we're having a double Whopper day. How is the new Whopper? You think the new Whopper is good? People used to shit on Burger King. Let me tell you, I love some fucking Burger King. And no, I'm not yet in the Big Yahoo's pawn. You're censored? Why are you censored? That's crazy. Why are you censored? I'm not censored, but Burger King fucking slaps. You get those fucking chicken fries. You get a Whopper. Oh, madame. What do you guys think is in that new big arch? Anybody of you have the fucking big arch yet? I mean, it's a little concerning when the CEO takes literally the most minuscule bite possible, but to each their own. Is what it is. What do you guys think your favorite fast food is? I'm definitely a Taco Bell guy, so you guys can't call me racist because I love Taco Bell. Shout out my Taco Bellians. My go-to order, the Mike Man order, when I finally have my sponsorship with Taco Bell. We're going to get you a Crunchwrap Supreme. We're going to get you two Taco Supreme. One cinnamon twist, and a Baja Blast. There you go. How do you like them apples? Now, my favorite is a chicken chalupa, but we're not going to throw that in the bundle because we got to feed the goy slop. Am I right? Am I right? No, I kid. But, furthermore, it is a little weird to see all this push for things that we were taught 20 years ago were bad for us. Whether it be fast food, whether it be smoking. Amazingly, big tobacco's made its way back into society like no other. Their fucking return to glory is very impressive. Perhaps the Nelk Boys were funded by big tobacco to encourage young men to go out and start smoking again. I don't know. Conspiracy theorist? Maybe. Correct? Also maybe. But just don't believe everything you say. Even take this program with a grain of salt. If any of you are still listening at this time, I highly doubt it. I hear crowing in the background. Maybe that's a sign. What was your guys' Harry Potter house? You guys ever take that fucking test? I do believe I was Ravenclaw, but I'm not sure. I forget. I'd have to go look again. I wasn't huge into Harry Potter. I was more into Lord of the Rings, but still not even my favorite. I think Star Wars was probably my favorite. And talk about PSYOP. I mean, Jesus Christ. Star Wars... Ooh, if you guys really go and break that shit down, a lot of subliminal messages in there trying to influence young people. And you got to think about the times during the height of the Cold War with the blue and the green against the red, right? So, yeah, you got to ask some questions. But it is what it is. I'm not going to bring that up. I was going to say something about the Uyghur camps in China, the guys that make all your cell phones and make all of our technology, and the slaves in the Chinese factory. Now, I'm not even sure if it's Chinese anymore. I think they do it in Vietnam, but I'm not even going to talk about that because Daddy Jeff and all the other techies, they don't want me to say nothing about that. But we are really moving closer and closer every day to a technocracy that we're not going to be able to come back from. I mean, today at 6:30, what's today's date? The 17th, I watched Jim Cramer interview the CEO of NVIDIA, and he announced his partnership with Mercedes-Benz on trying to invest in self-driving cars, which is even more concerning for your privacy than the satellites were and the Star Wars, if you want to call it that, than before. But I don't know, because I support technology. I know America needs to be at the forefront of this. Excuse me, I'm sorry for my yawn there. I know we need to always be number one and be ahead of the curve, but I also have to wonder at what point do we have to concern about our own rights that are fundamentally given to us by the creating paper of this country? I'm not sure. You moral experts will have to let me know more details on that. How do you guys like AI? Are you guys cheating on your schoolwork? Are you guys figuring out what to write to your girlfriend using AI? I rarely use AI, but when I do, it's asking like, what am I asking with AI? What? How long do I have to cook my pizza rolls for? What's the optimal temperature of my pizza rolls? That's what I'm asking AI. Nah, I'm not asking AI that. I don't ask AI anything. But I think I may have done an advertisement for my podcast using AI. Maybe that was it. But besides that, nothing else. Well, there's 31 minutes, guys. Should we keep going? Or are you guys sick of hearing my voice? I'm not sure. I think this program is still overall alive and very strong. I think maybe we need another injection of creative influence, but for the most part, I am very satisfied with what we have done and the community we have created so far. All right, I think that might be it. I think we're gonna fucking cut it here, unedited, always unedited. We come to you not live yet, but as live as it could get without being live, unedited, unfiltered. If I drop the N word or the juice box word, you guys hear it. But we try to not do that, and we try to do better. So. What do you call nah, what do you call a black man in a tree full of monkeys? All right, good night, everybody.